Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to The Outer Worlds, Murder on Eridanos. So when we last left off, we were following the truths left behind by a guy in a suit, because guys in mascot suits are just a thing here, like a lot, especially ones with really big round heads. In fact, only ones with really big round heads now I think about it. I wonder if that's a thing. Anyway, so yes, he of course ended up dead because everybody ends up dead around me. I suppose that just sort of happens. So yeah, we've got a whole bunch of these little quests dotted around. And yeah, that's main quest line stuff. So we've got... This is the main one. This is the main quest. We've also got this one, which appears to be connected. We're going to find Bertie at the spaceport, apparently. Yeah, because we confront the intruder. Someone broke into your penthouse, rummaged you through your things. But then we found him dead. So we found Rizzo's mascot costume dead. Killer is still at large. So, yeah. But, of course, there's another layer to this whole thing where there seems to be what effectively amount to brain-controlling parasites. Which, you know, not a great combination when you actually stop and think about it. That seem to be just like very slowly taking the place over, and whether this is something deliberate by Rizzo's or not, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm definitely leading towards it's probably something deliberate by Rizzo's. Anyway, I never had the chance to go in here before, so I don't know if there's anything worth in here yet, but there might be. We'll have a quick mooch around. And it's also worth pointing out that these screens, these loading screens, very important to pay attention to. So West Museum, Phaeton Control, and East Museum. Start here.
You don't know how grateful I am to the morale improvement program. Changed my life.
He doesn't have anything on his neck, which is somewhat worrying. Okay, fair enough. Start here, huh? Ooh. So it's literally just a museum? Cool. Apparently I can't look at any of this stuff. Don't see much of anything around. It's all just... I mean, it all looks very nice. But I can't, like, access these. I don't know if I have to buy a tour ticket or something. Hi. Ammo, please. Always needing ammo. Well, I guess this is literally just a tourist trap, huh?
Must you read every law-forsaken sign in the building?
Some of us enjoy learning things.
Oh, yeah? And what did you learn about...
People arguing. Sounds about right for a tour. Ooh, apparently I can grab these because no one's going to argue because they're open to get. So that's barred, which does imply that there's like secret back end to this place. Wouldn't surprise me. Alright, what else? If anything. Ooh, that looks awful.
My last quarterly review said I had an attitude problem. Morale improvement program picks me right up.
Well, none of these are owned. That means I can grab them. If it's not nailed down or declared as already being owned, it's all mine.
Greeting protocols initiating. Greeting protocols cancelled. Phaeton cannot extend pre-programmed pleasantries at this time.
Huh.
Error. Phaeton requires an attitude adjustment.
Oh, I don't have engineering of 65. Is there a way I can get engineering? What is my engineering at? Skills, engineering is at 50. I could bring someone else along with me. That would up my thing by quite a lot. Do I have anything here? Block inspiration. Tech skills, technically. Engineering +5. Tech skills +5. That would give me 10, but that wouldn't be enough. Maybe I'll come back here with what's her name? Parvati. That might not be a terrible idea, actually. Alright, so I can always come back here later. You don't have a name, do you? Armor parts. Nothing's nailed down. It's all mine. Is that a mine? That doesn't look good. Alright, messages. Has the captain never read my proposal yet? I know she's not big on details, so I'll try next time to talk to her. If you don't stop these terror rays from nesting in the engines, there won't be a gyroscope for her to realign. Fair enough. Plans were approved and we're sending the requested materials. You can find the cabling in the terraforming control room. We don't have any spare screwdrivers, but probably some spoken folks. Oh, that explains why there was some on the side.
We're all family here. Rizzo's takes care of its own.
Ah, the exit. Okay, anything else? Half melted battery. No idea, but it might be something interesting. What on earth? Oh, you got a name.
Whoa, you scared the daylights out of me. Don't sneak up on a fella like that. Say, you wouldn't happen to be the inspector investigating Halcyon Helen's murder. You look like you might fit the bill.
Ooh. Pretty observant.
Hey, I got it right. You must be a real top runner to be in charge of a case like this.
Well...
Oh, wait. That's why you're talking to me. I'll help however I can.
Well, you're certainly very chipper for someone who doesn't have a slug in their neck. Well, what do you know?
Oh, I hate to say it, but I never met Helen. Not even in passing. I've seen a couple serials, but otherwise, I don't know anything about her.
Helpful.
But I do know a thing or two about traps. This here's my Terror Ray Grounder, and once it works, it'll zap those wing sprats out of the sky.
It's not working?
Not yet. I'm missing a few parts before I can power it up. Actually, you seem capable, and I need some help getting those parts I'm missing. I can make it worth your while.
Alright, what do you need?
I've got an incomplete list here, but I'm a tad on the scatterbrain side. You mind taking a look at my terminal to certify I ain't forgetting anything?
Already got some of the items you wanted.
Thanks. I'll start working these things into my machine. Come back when you found the rest, and we can get to Terror Ray burning.
Alright, don't know why you were looking on the ground there. That was so interesting for you, but hey, you've got it, so... I suppose that's a thing. Right, so what have we got in terms of... Yeah, it's just a task. Are they in the immediate area or... Nope, apparently some of them are outside. Scrap metal and the cables are not here. Still, a quest is a quest is a quest. I forgot I sped myself up with the run movement. Whoop. Alright, what we got? And the last one is inside here, apparently. That was nice and easy. I like easy quests. No. Ow. Got him.
You're back. Any luck finding what we need for the Terror Ray Grounder? Excellent! I should finally be able to get this thing working. Here, take this. It's the least I can do for all your help against those leathery abominations. Oh wait, there's one more thing. You don't happen to have a pinwheel, do you?
What do you need a pinwheel for?
It'll help generate electricity as we move through the atmosphere. Plus, all Rizzo's products are supposed to have an element of whimsy.
I guess I can look for one.
Great. I'll give you a nice bonus if you bring one back to me.
Random, but okay. Don't think I picked up a pinwheel anywhere along the line. Hang on a second, just before you get back into that. We didn't really talk. Oh, for goodness sake. Stop your animations, will you?
You're back. Any luck finding what we need for the
Working on it? Oh, okay. Guess I can't. Pinwheel, huh? Apparently the game seems to know where one is, so that's a good start. All the way off down here, huh? Alright, now I just gotta work out how the hell to get down there. That was a way off. Yeah. 2 points out. That's just galling. That'll do it. Random pinwheel. Don't really even know why it's there, but it's there and I've got it now, so let's go drop it off. There's always quests if you know where to look. Meow. Meow. Good enough.
You're back. Any luck finding what we need for the Terra Ray Grounder?
Mm-hmm.
It sure is. I'll finally be able to give those winged monstrosities what for. Here's your pay for helping me put the finishing touches on this thing. Me too. And if a few other bits keeps it safe, they're yours.
Yay.
Thanks again for your help, Inspector.
Okay, fair enough. Guess that's it. Got a little out of it. I was kind of hoping to get the actual gun, but never mind. I'm going to assume that he's got nothing else to tell me. It was just there for a quest. That's fine. That's fair. Alright, so we want to go back on this one, which was the one we were doing before we got a little distracted. Happens all the time. My limbs break way too suddenly easily, don't they? Actually, where are we going? We're going into Blur Town. Actually, if I fast travel to the penthouse, that means I can bring Parvati out. She should give me enough engineering points. Theoretically. Was it Parvati that did engineering? Pretty sure it was. Yeah.
Aha! To the left.
Alright, so we get rid of... Was it Felix or was it... Oh, we'll get rid of Felix briefly. I know that I travel around with Felix and Vikramax because they're the two that boost my skills in the way I want them to be boosted. But that doesn't mean I can't do a little jumping around in my characters just to get something that I want.
The brochure
Alright. Can we warp from in here? Maybe?
never
Probably not.
mentioned anything.
Almost certainly probably not. Loading, loading, loading. Alright. Hello. So is my... Hang on. Let's actually check that it's good enough. 86. What did I need? 65? Sold. The boosts I get from my characters are actually pretty good. Like, more than it actually seems like it's going to be. So I'm perfectly fine to exploit that to my own ends.
Phaeton cannot extend pre-programmed error.
Okay, you mean your gyroscopic axis is misaligned?
Affirmative.
Okay.
If Phaeton's internal gyroscope's off-center, it's gonna spell trouble for the whole complex.
Affirmative.
This is very, very bad. How have we not crashed? Why is no one fixing this?
After all this time in Halcyon, you still have to ask.
Captain Mabel Thompson is scheduled to perform routine realignment. Error. Captain Mabel Thompson is overdue to perform routine realignment.
Yeah. How have we not crashed?
Gyroscopic misalignment creates an increasing likelihood of a critical flight path error. Possible outcomes include steering the Eridanos atmospheric complex into a storm, resulting in the destruction of the Eridanos atmospheric complex.
Makes sense.
Steering the Eridanos atmospheric complex into a lower altitude, resulting in the extreme compression of the Eridanos atmospheric complex.
Keep listening. Are we all about to die?
Response. Entropy is the eventual end state of all matter in the universe.
That helps.
Error. Phaeton is unable to determine the likelihood of imminent catastrophe without gyroscopic realignment. Clarification of clarification. Phaeton must be realigned with the ship's internal gyroscope in order to calculate a flight path with an acceptably low margin of error.
Attitude means the orientation of a spacecraft relative to the horizon. In other words, the complex has to maintain a constant attitude and heading, or we could all, well, crash.
Assessment confirmed.
Alright, how do I fix this?
To achieve attitude adjustment, acquire the Gyroscopic Alignment Key, or GAC, and convey it to the Gyroscope Management Terminal in Engineering. Utilize the GAC to interface with the Gyroscope Management Terminal and execute the Gyroscopic Axial Realignment procedure. This will achieve an attitude adjustment.
Alright, where do I go?
Rizos thanks you in advance for your assistance. Please note that Rizos does not pay for uncontracted labor, but a member of HR will issue a favorable remark on your permanent record. Access to engineering levels granted.
Ooh. Cool. I wasn't expecting to get a quest out of that, but hey, I did anyway. Phaeton's monster. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Wait, why are some stairs going down? Ooh. Because this may not even have anything to do with the worms, you know? This was hack. Ah, I should have brought the other guy along. Oh, hopefully I won't need him. Alright, where are we? Ooh. Oh, wow, this place is bigger than it looks. Oh, okay then. We've got ourselves involved in some things here. Of course. I'm guessing that was the engineer, huh? So this place opens. Am I going to assume that you're sealed? No, you're open too. Huh. Quite surprised at that. Alright, what do we got? Ah, that's a dead end, that's why. Well, in that case, let's check the dead end. It's very pink.
Nice.
Storm survey. Fair enough. Oh, are you? Ah.
I'll keep quiet.
Okay, so it looks like we got issues here. I did wonder if the brain parasites would be doing something or not. I guess I was right. That's the wrong button. Where are you?
Trying to infect me with our victory is their defeat.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how it works in a fight. Alright. That was successful. Probably for the best. I probably will end up dead when I kill the queen parasite anyway. Usually how these things go, isn't it? Ooh, key. Alright, I got the gyroscopic realignment key. Sweet. Now we just have to put the key in the thing to do the thing, and then the thing.
Easy.
Extremely.
Good, we're in.
So much stuff to loot. So many directions to go in. Maybe that one can wait for later. Especially based on the map. Looks like I can go around and then up and then to here. Perhaps. There's also an elevator there. I don't know if that'll be useful or what. That looks very hot. Oh, hello. No, you're fine. Oh, hello.
You there. By the law, you seem to have your wits about you. I'm saved.
Saved? That's a bit presumptuous, isn't it?
I mean, what are you doing here?
Captain Thompson, I heard you were missing.
Nonsense. The captain of a ship is never missing. Sometimes she just doesn't want to be found.
Well, now that I got you, we got to realign Phaeton.
Look, you don't understand. It's not safe out there.
Well, that I noticed.
The only people I've seen down here tried to kill me. The automechs are shooting anything that moves. And then there's the Canids.
I've dealt with Canids before.
Not like these. Rizzo's was feeding them Spectrum or something. I don't know. But whatever it is, they got mean. And big. Crashing into a storm, succumbing to crushing atmospheric pressure. Those are later problems.
Be reasonable, it's not safe to stay in there forever. Let me help you.
Please, I don't need help. I can leave whenever I want. I'm just not ready yet.
Oh, well, apparently I don't have enough persuade or intimidate for that. Okay.
What would a ship be without its captain? No, I can't risk it. I've got to stay put. I'll go when I'm ready.
Fair enough. Probably for the best anyway. Oh. Nope, can't open that. Already been in there. Can I check you? Yes, I did. Yeah, so it's 2 ways in.
Just that good.
Big room. Alright, what we got? Yep, just really big room. Okay. What are mechanicals by the looks of it?
Unexpected. Required for adjacent unit.
All yours then, I guess, guys. Really? You guys are idiots. Wait, were there more?
Down they go! That's the last of them.
It's really not. Don't think this worked out well for him. Hold. Someone said hold.
Sweeping.
Here we go!
And that one's barred. I'm pretty sure that was the other way into the area that the captain had sealed herself off from. Oh well. If I'd have had, what's his name with me rather than the vicar, then I probably could have convinced her to come out, but probably best that she stays in there and lets me do it. I can be the big damn hero. Always am normally. Alright, so yeah, I've been over there. Simple. Ooh, lots of stuff there. It's always nice. Yeah, looks like we gotta go down. Hi. Easy. Very, 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 very easy. Unlock breaker room. Oops, wrong button. I always keep pressing that. Apparently I've unlocked a room somewhere, and I don't know what room I unlocked. But I unlocked it, so there you go. Don't know if that was the room that what's-her-name was in. Maybe it was. Let's go check. Hey, it was. Oh dear, she's gone. That's probably not good. Hi.
I was just about to come out, you know. Well, I guess we're doing this.
You guess?
I mean, we're doing this?
What's the plan?
Meet me above the gyroscope. I think I know a way to take care of these monsters once and for all.
What did you have in mind?
I can't say. Prior operational experience has disinclined me from sharing my plans too early lest a subordinate criticize them. But I assure you, my idea is brilliant.
The likelihood of that is quite low.
Once we're there, I can deal with the Canids and realign Phaeton, thus saving the day.
Any suggestions?
You could take the ramp up from here. It might help you avoid some of the automechanicals. See you at the gyroscope.
Yeah, I've already taken care of all this shit. Like, it's already done. Oh, that's not bad. Wait, where am I going and why am I here? To gyroscope. Yeah, I thought that was... Oh, whatever. Pretty sure that's the way I need to go, isn't it? I think I've kind of screwed everything up. Yeah. There's your alignment key. If you're going to make things it requires. But the Canids are already all dead. So... I think I ballsed up that particular bit of the quest. It don't matter. Yeah, screw it. Let's just go down. Or maybe it's one of these two. Ah, no, it's that one. Mabel. 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 Alright, what do we got? Yeah, so that's those two floors of the museum bit. Fair enough, I got it. All worked out. Up we go. Ooh. That looks like it hurt. Right, what do we got? Canids, defo. Canids, canids, canids. Right. Workbench, because of course.
I'll keep my head down.
Okay, so I gotta get up to there, have I? Is that what you're telling me? Alright. That leads to the question, how? These things... No, it doesn't look like I can activate any of them. It looks like I gotta go over to the elevator over there. Oh, this ought to be good. See if we can sneak our way around here, maybe? That's not bad. Hello, sprats. Oh, screw you. Come on. Works for me. Of course, they deliberately make it slow as possible, like on purpose, because that's obviously the joke. Made it.
You made it! And in one piece, too!
Let's just deal with... Why'd you sound so surprised?
Surprised? I'm not surprised. It's just that Rizzo's doesn't always hire the most qualified people for the job, you know?
Don't I ever.
Ha! I fail to understand the subtext, but there's no time to get into that now. Time we dealt with these canids once and for all. I can overheat some of the pipes to roast those monsters where they stand. What do you say?
Sounds dangerous.
I mean, it is for the canids, of course. But we'll be perfectly safe. The chief engineer showed me how to do it at one of our after-hours Spectrum socials.
Somehow, I don't find myself reassured.
It's fine. It'll be fine.
So when we deal with them peacefully, yeah, do it.
Yes! I've always wanted to try this. Okay, here goes. Oh, and one more thing. I was thinking, once I'm finished, you should be the one to realign Phaeton, since you've been such great moral support.
This is making me captain at this point. Let's just get this done. Alright. You do the thing then, or do I need to do it? Oh, apparently she already did. Based on the amount of fire down there. Eee. Got an attitude adjustment. Well, okay then. I'm kind of curious. Can I search their bodies now? Or do they just have nothing on them? Ow. Ooh, actually. They got a lot of shit. I'll take that. I mean, I could have killed them myself, but it would have cost a lot of bullets. And it's not like I need the experience at this point. So, you know. Kill them quick. Get it over and done with. Sweet. Alright, where's the stairs up? Here we go. Hello.
Greeting protocols suspended. Gyroscopic alignment. Gyroscopic alignment confirmed. Rizos thanks you for your assistance.
Yay! Now we're not all going to crash and burn in a giant fireball of cataclysm. So that's good. I didn't even know these quests were here. Sometimes you just have to stumble across this shit and then just deal with it as you go, you know? Okay, so back to the penthouse because we want to need to get Parvati out of the group. I like her as a character. Like, she's a pretty decent character. But in terms of... Oh, yeah. But, yeah, I like Felix better because Felix boosts my skills in a way that I want. I think Felix is more of a boring character compared to Parvati. I quite like Parvati. She's cute, she's sweet. She's kind of the Kaylee of the group, quite literally. Alright. Apparently we can go out this way. Yay. I will say it is very funny, the parallels between this game and Firefly is quite funny, to the point where I almost called the game out for copying it outright at one point, although it didn't. I thought it was going to do something that was like a blatant ripoff, but it ended up not doing that. But which is a shame, actually, because if it had, then that would have been really, really funny. But never mind.
Incoming! I just wanted to make you smile! With you, boss.
Who else?
Everyone all right?
Please stop that. Thank you. Alright. Apparently we can go across here now.
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access and... Welcome to the Piraeus Spaceport.
Alright. So... this is the toss ball guy that died here. Well, let's go see what this is about. I don't actually remember what he said, but I'll pick it up as we go along. Okay, so this is the proper spaceport then? So this is the spaceport, so what's all this then? I suppose this is probably more like, this is the residential spaceport, this is probably all the commercial stuff. It's where all the lorries and all the stuff used to, you know, manage and, you know, keep the hotel going comes in. I would guess, or maybe this is just like the secondary platform. Like, that's the VIP platform, this is just the standard platform. But then everybody who comes here is a VIP, so I don't know. Ooh.
Hey, up ahead. Looks like they've been waiting for us.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Sluglight Underground don't like that much.
What's Sluglight? You think he means slug or sublight? You think he knows?
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm! Draw!
Oh. Okay, so this is a farce.
You want to say that again, pal?
Oh, I don't have enough charm for that. Think about it. Slug asked me to investigate, and now it wants me dead?
Quick! Quick, everyone, get him!
Looks like we're doing
Suit
this.
yourself. Wasn't gonna, but fuck it.
Everyone all right?
That was pretty weird. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough stats in order to defuse the situation, but oh well, what you gonna do? Has anybody got, like, a hit note? I was expecting that. I got Jeffrey when you're ready. Gun hand in empty pockets. Is Inspector living in the murder house in Helen? My client wants you to cross them off. Don't worry about subtlety. In fact, don't be subtle. Just make sure that once you agree to the job, you visit the rearmost by a bunk. Put on the uniforms you'll find folded beneath the mattress. After that, feel free to cause a ruckus. Be sure to let them know slug territory is off limits. The Marketeer. Protective clothing with safety harness. So these were not official slug employees then, were they? These were people masquerading as slug employees to make me angry at Slug, I guess? Interesting. Oh. Ahoy.
Greetings, non-criminally associated individual. The Rizzo's constabulary is currently not closed due to a sprat infestation. Bureaucratic processes are currently suspended. At present, criminal reports do not require paperwork. Please lament only in marked lamentation zones. Please speak clearly into this unit's recording instruments.
The designation is Deputy Wine Taster.
Error. Unit designation no longer Wine Taster. Unit designation now Deputy.
Your wine tasting instrument double as weapons.
While potential lethality of unit instrumentation bears towards 95% violent utilization of equipment would void unit warranty. All Rizzo's constabularies must include at least one deputy constable among the pool of available Rizzo's employee candidates.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
This unit was considered the most competent.
What was your favorite wine?
Unit does not have a favorite wine. Unit is incapable of taste.
Makes sense.
How may this
Sprat infestation?
checking logs error? Informational limitations found. 2. Reciting limitation 1. Do not tell users about constabulary sprat infestation. We do not need to pay the health inspector's bribe a third time. Limitation 2. Do not read informational limitations aloud, especially not to any of those void-damned snot-nosed guests, or I'll have you sold for parts.
Alright. Can I deal with the sprat infestation then? That was easy. Alright. Suspicion of smuggling is fait accompli. To any arrest report involving Cassidy Mills. Intensive smuggling a hobby. Suspicion of smuggling nonetheless constitutes dissident as possible. Otherwise, so someone's smuggling. Okay. Disorderly conduct. Mr. Ozo was found semi-conscious earlier yesterday morning. Uh-huh. You had a raven yell, uttering phrases like wizards has slugs, they'll kill us all. Uh-huh. Someone who found out about the slugs. 6 arrests of Lamb this month. He's getting close to his record. Uh-huh. Security footage archive. Nothing there. Okay. Messages. Yay. I love terror on Monarch. I know you don't need to hear this, but please be on your guard. Spaceport is technically outside my jurisdiction, which means you're the only representative of company law in Slug territory. This is more than I can reasonably expect from you, but I appreciate if you kept your eye on Cedric. He's looking for any opportunity to seize control of the entire complex from me, and you're keeping him in check. You are the first, last, and only line of defense between Slug's lawless hooligans and our project. I know you have dreams of something bigger than Iridanios. If this project launch is successful, if Spectrum Brown spreads to the rest of the colony, I promise you'll find a place where you can be happy for the rest of your life. Oh boy, howdy, is that true. You're a valuable part of Rizzo's family, and I will look after you. Nope, that was the wrong one. I meant to return to the root. Check diagnostics. Ooh, data recovery. Record archive backup not found. Subroutine been critically altered or damaged. Go to now to tell you data recovery failed. Subroutine repair due to supervised clearance passcode. I do not have that. 70 engineering and 150 hack. Christ. I do not have that. Records found all Rizzo's surveys must maintain detailed archives of future records. So yeah, I need 150 hack and 70 engineering. I have nowhere near that. Don't know how the hell you would. Is it all stealing? It's all stealing. Examined. Aggressive sawn-off shotgun is the signature weapon of Singularity Steel, renowned space pirate gunhand and gardener. Weapon, just as the board disapproved of its wheel's serial, is thankfully just a prop. Huh. Fair enough. Interesting detail that. I wonder if it's there for a reason.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. An aberration in the expected timeline for this organic being has occurred. Behold, the body of Maria Keene, formerly the constable of the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. No signs of life detected. Maria Keene is survived by no known relatives.
Perception handgun, there are small wounds. Looks like she was shot in the head and the neck.
Excellent observation, Inspector. Multiple wounds located in the frontal bone and between the clavicles suggest she was facing away from her attacker. Furthermore, the location and circumference of exit wounds suggest a firearm with unconventional ammunition.
Notice some casing on the ground. Ammo?
These casings are too minuscule for conventional small caliber firearms. Each casing resembles a lancing needle used for medical and surgical purposes.
Scan the blood for toxins.
High concentration of potassium chloride detected. Trace amounts of neurotoxin detected.
Potassium chloride. That would have stopped her heart, apparently.
These substances show the highest concentration near the entry and exit wounds. Cardiac arrest, rather than physical trauma, is the most likely cause of death. Your memo has been noted. This unit has been programmed to offer encouragement during moments of emotional strain. Banter protocol activated. We'll find this rat bastards responsible, Inspector.
So she was killed by the same thing that killed the mascot guy, which appears to be like a needle-based weapon, it seems. Which is unique, certainly.
Greetings, criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of
wasn't expired, Scrap Heap. You probably just scanned it wrong.
Error. Unit's permit breeding equipment was updated only last week. Please tell a different lie.
Tell a different... You're a mechanical. You ain't got the foggiest idea whether I'm telling the truth or not.
Correct. Criminal. However, Constable Keene has decreed that this unit will remain here, questioning you every minute until you submit a confession. Error. Information on recent exchange lost. Restarting conversation. Greetings, criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit.
You know what? My permit was fake after all. Let me out of here.
That's actually quite clever if you think about it. Wrong on so many levels, but very clever.
If I made a bet with you at the Copper Bottom last night, let's call it off now. I can't stand the taste of life sprats.
Fair enough. Hello.
If you ain't a constable, then we ain't got nothing to discuss.
Cassidy Mills, a named character behind bars. That's usually important, but it didn't look like there's anything else in there. Well, okay then. So we got that. Let's go check out the bar. Bars are always interesting. Oh, hello. Are you a name? No, you're just slug sweeper. Frigate crew. No one important.
I don't like the look of that shopkeep.
Who would? What does he look like? Oh, hi. Joseph.
Hello. Welcome to Eridano's Dry Goods and Sundry, the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. I'm Marketeer Joseph Dempsey, here to make your shopping experience as pleasant and normal as possible.
So you decided it was Marketeer, right? You refer to yourself just as Marketeer?
Oh, I see you've read some of my poems. Very clever, Inspector. Yes, my pen name is the Marketeer, though I also use it in certain business dealings. Wait a moment. Why do you ask? Hey now, hey, let's all be reasonable here. I'm just a middleman. None of this was my idea. Occasionally, jobs requiring discretion arrive here from the hotel. Always anonymous and always lucrative. For a sizable cut, I set these jobs up and ask no questions. Somebody sent me a note telling me they wanted you dead. I don't know who, and I don't know why. I swear.
Hide by anonymous note to hire someone else by anonymous note.
Yeah, of course. It's called a paper trail. Give me a little credit. I'm a professional. I've got to have some standards.
This is what's gonna happen. You're gonna pay me and then I walk away. Either you're twisting my arm or you're an idiot. I don't know what to make of you.
I understand your distrust, but look at me in my place of business. What would I stand to gain from destroying you versus how much I stand to lose if discovered? You're welcome to remain suspicious, but in the meantime, you're completely welcome to browse my wares at your leisure. No surcharge. Again, terribly sorry.
No, that was solved pretty easily then. Well, okay, I have noticed it's just gone 4 o'clock, so we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll keep looking for, I guess, whatever the hell it is we're looking for at the moment. I'm not 100% sure, but we seem to be finding dead bodies left, right, and center around here, and at the rate this is going on, there's not going to be any main characters left. Anyway, back in a minute, guys. And I'm back. Alright, so let's see what he's actually got to say.
Welcome back.
Maybe we should invest in an advertising seminar.
Hey, folks take a lot of comfort in knowing their neighborhood general store is unchanging, eternal, like the land beneath their feet or the air in their lungs. Whoops, forgot I ain't supposed to poeticize on work time. The drab nature of our store profits is what I meant. Now, can I sell you anything?
Alright, firstly, let's get rid of all my junk. A bit. We do have some stuff. We'll buy that. I Nothing too serious though by the looks of it. Actually, while I think about it, top those up because why the hell not? Can I get in here? Sealed. Ooh. Mask of Lord Cavendish, revealing himself to be a mask marketeer in a thrilling final episode of the eponymous serial. Shortly executed by the authorities for extensive vigilantism without the proper vigilante license. Remember, Borokat exists for a reason, and to suppress it for even noble causes, rebel against the entirety of Halcyon. Mask of Lord Cavendish, who revealed himself to be the mass marketeer. I wonder. I don't know who played Lord Cavendish though, so...
Hey you! I got something I need to speak with you about.
Okay.
Hey there. Word around the spaceport is that you came in on the Unreliable. You a new crewmate?
Crewmate? No, it's my ship.
Cut the shit. I know Hawthorne's captain of that ship, and I know you ain't him. You want to try again?
Yes. Sorry, Hawthorne's dead. The ship was left to me.
I see. Well, this would have been easier with Hawthorne, but I hope that if you're flying his ship, it means you're a freelancer too. Wonder if you can help me.
Listening.
I run an outfit for the moving of less than legal goods. There's a particular piece of cargo needs delivering to a particular individual in the spaceport. Thing is, I don't know where the cargo is right now. The crewmate who handles that is in the clink for getting a little too disorderly in town. We've already attracted too much attention. Too risky to visit her myself. That's where you come in. You help us out, I'll give you an equal cut of our pay.
Sure.
Great to hear. First, you need to go meet the crewmate who got herself jailed. Cassidy Mills is the name. She'll know where the cargo is.
Alright. How will she know I'm working with you?
Oh, yeah, right. We have a secret phrase. I like boneless spratwurst. Say that and she'll know you're a friend.
Okay. Interesting phrase. Who came up with that?
Well, I did, of course. I'm something of a savant when it comes to secret codes, if I do say so myself.
Fair enough. Guess I get going.
Be seeing ya. Remember,
Yay.
Cassidy's at the constabulary. She might be a little wary, so be careful.
Oh, hey Tom, have I visited Giant's Deep yet? Well, funnily enough, you can't really tell because we're on a giant floating platform, but we are actually in a gas giant here. So, you know, we're in the clouds of a gas giant, so not a million miles away from it. Crew member. Ooh, you have a name. Let's talk to you.
Haven't seen you around before, but that ain't no problem. All are welcome at the Copper Bottom Cantina, so long as their bits are good, huh? Can I get you something?
How's a fella like you end up bartending?
Yeah, so you notice that I'm a little off kilter, huh? Damn if it ain't been a while. I'm too old to run around anymore, but in my heyday, I used to play for the Rangers.
Yes, classic career path. Top football player to bartender.
Hey, when you tell a story, you're supposed to start at the beginning. Unless you're in media res, which is a storytelling crutch, far as I'm concerned. Serial overuse. Get it? Wait, what was I saying?
You're talking about you. Give me the short version.
Alright. Once I retired, I moved here to coach the team during training camp. And when I got too old for that, I started tending bar here.
Simple enough. Anything interesting happen?
Nah. No, but some folks have been saying there was some kind of fight between a mechanical and some spacers last night. I didn't see it myself, and seems far-fetched. Deputy Wine Taster ain't exactly prone to wandering, nor are most other mechanicals that I'm aware of. There's a new Boyd Dan Burn on my nice clean floor, but I think it's the doing of one of my customers.
Burn on the floor. see a burn on the floor anywhere. My little detective device isn't going off, so probably nothing. Can I go in here? No, also sealed. Okay, apparently I need to talk to you about something, and I don't remember why.
What do you want? Boss, it's Bertie Holcomb. Black Hole Bertie. The Holmeister? The Hack Attack.
Shh, not so loud. How'd you know it was me?
The uniform kind of gives it away, I think. I'm an inspector, and I'm a good one.
Yeah, that makes sense. You must be a good one to sniff me out. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto.
It's a very nice hat. Yeah, you're about to disguise as a sprat in a wig. It's a very nice hat.
Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice. But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Being bright was always Helen's thing.
There are many types of intelligence, Mr. Holcomb. For example, your expertise on the field. Your hack attack is nothing short of brilliant.
I'm pretty sure Max is being, what's the word? Condescending? Bertie's plenty sharp. You can see it in the way he plays.
Yeah, save it for the ship, boys.
Oh, so you're the inspector. Hope you have more luck figuring things out than me.
I'm working on it.
You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm sure you're asking everybody questions, so you can find Helen's killer.
That's the plan.
So, how do I help?
What were you doing the night Helen died?
I was getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers.
Huh?
You know, soaked, muddled, preserved.
Preserved? Oh, right. Yeah, he was drunk.
Yeah, I got that on the first one,
The
thanks.
team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere, get some air.
Where'd you go?
We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow. There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, stolen her.
Why?
I don't know. We were drunk, and we made bad choices. She was all alone. I know how that feels now. It's so hard to be all by your lonesome. My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up, because I know I was on my own at the pilot house for a time.
Anyone back that up?
I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her data pad for safekeeping, right? She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief.
Did you find it?
Sure did. Only there was a guard out there who found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. So dark, she couldn't tell who I was.
Sure the guard couldn't ID you?
Real sure. It was dark as night gets. Plus, I've got small veins. Anyway, I didn't much feel like trying to explain why I was out there, or why I was drunk, and holding someone else's data pad, and also maybe crying a little, so I booked it. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone.
Did anyone else see you that night?
Yeah, no. Nope. No one else.
Subtle. Come on, man. Who was it?
I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
Not having a witness put you in even bigger trouble.
Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down.
Your bookie? Murderous confidant? Secret paramour? Yeah. Torrid affairs? See, was that so hard?
Don't get the wrong idea, okay? Auric's not a bad guy. He's just got an unusual job. So now you have the whole story. After I talked to Auric, I went back to the hotel. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and a hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again.
Isn't that a beer you're drinking? Yeah, let me see the data pad.
Oh, yeah, you'll probably want to... Yeah, of course. Of course. Helen sure did have the prettiest handwriting.
Sorry about Helen.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Sorry. Here you go, Inspector. Hopefully they make more sense to you. I couldn't make heads or tails of them. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. I tried for hours to crack her notes, but it's like I said. Being bright was Helen's thing.
Still a gap in your timeline, Birdie. I'm not sure blackout will cut it. I'm pretty sure it would. Alright, take a look at it.
And listen, I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And it'd be handy to have a guy like me around, in case anybody gives you trouble.
I think I can deal with that. I think it's better if you're not involved.
I get it. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then. Unless you need me for anything else?
No, off you go. Alright, so I got the data pad. Can I actually read it? Might be able to. No, that was that. Oh, okay. So her data pad. That's a lot of stuff. I really do have a lot of things in this, don't I? Blimey, this is all the major items I picked up over the course of the game. Concepts data pad are incomprehensible to you, seems to be written in code. Several pages of unrelated words, sentence fragments, and seemingly random numbers conceal its true meaning. So I can't even see what's on it to try to crack the code myself, which is a shame. I would have liked to have done that. Ah, well. Okay. So right, West is over there, which reminds me, actually. Okay. Well, I guess we'll go see. Actually, let me just nip back upstairs a sec. Because there was one area up here I didn't check. The Harbor Master's office. Yeah, other than that, it's all downstairs related stuff. Alright, let's check the Harbor Master's office.
Underground run this place? Looks a lot cleaner than the Groundbreaker.
Yeah, it's a fair point, actually.
You got an appointment?
No, but I can make one.
Appointment?
I need to speak with Cedric?
Yeah, that's why you're here. Appointment?
Can I make an appointment for right now?
Not entirely out of the question. Convince me.
I could put in a good word with Cedric about an incredibly helpful secretary.
Wouldn't mind a new bolter pistol. I've fired mine so many times the tips nearly fell off. Let's give Mr. Kincannon a ring. Mr. Kincannon, got a person of interest here to see you. Think they've got business.
That sounds like our inspector. Please, send her up.
Okay. Send her up then. Let's go. Ah, yes, what a lovely looking place you have. Ahoy!
Why, if it isn't the inspector, I was hoping you'd swing by.
Of course I
Here
did.
for my alibi, I assume.
First I'd like an explanation for the nonsense outside.
Another murder? Drunk raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing.
I had a run-in with some, yeah, definitely slug agents.
Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
How'd they get their hands on slug gear?
Slug uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with impressive regularity. Easy enough for someone to nick a few. Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs slug gear and send them after you?
Clearly whoever's behind it wants to put me against Slug.
Right again, Inspector. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
Yeah, could possibly be the administrator? How dumb do you think I am?
You said it, not me. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector. With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder.
Sure, why not?
Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine?
And where would I find him to verify that? When you say break?
His spine, specifically. If you'd like to know the exact vertebrae, I'm afraid I don't know. I can tell you he's quite dead. Not that it matters much. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
So your alibi is that you were busy murdering someone else.
Which, as I said, you should not trust.
Uh-huh.
If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune.
So Helen's death is a net loss for Slug.
I'm considering a line of commemorative merchandise. Still, that's nothing compared to what Helen would have made us in the long run. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I've a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid.
Anything you want me to look into?
You may very well want to. This particular trouble strikes me as not unrelated to your investigation. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
How do you think it's connected to Helen's murder?
I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one. That the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it.
Guess we can't guarantee the theft isn't related to the murder.
I certainly wouldn't take that bet. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator.
Yeah, whoever's signed this is going to jail, not you.
You do recall, Inspector, that I'm not to be trusted? Certainly. Whatever you say. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Alright. I think I've already read chapter 3. Got all that then.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. A cursory fingerprint analysis shows this display case was recently opened or closed.
But on the bottom looks special. Has it been customized?
Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wielder. most likely the rifle's owner. Additionally, the plasma rifle sights appear to have been realigned to better accommodate a shooter with slight myopia in one eye. The fingerprints belong to Cedric Kincannon.
Right, obviously. Though you think it's a little surprising Cedric hasn't authorized his fingerprints to avoid detection. Fair enough.
Oh, admiring my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch.
Makes sense then. Okay, that's all stealing stuff. Gonna go in here. Alright, anything of interest? Why does he have a giant slab of... I don't even want to know. Apparently he's just got a giant slab of something on his kitchen side. Makes sense. Now that. Right, so in basic terms... I don't know, he probably didn't do it. I don't think he did. He's too dishonest. He's too much of a git. Can I open this?
What the?
Ooh.
I better check it out.
Nope, never mind. Can I go in here? Didn't seem to mind. Well, okay then. Shh. Guys, come in here. I'll close the door. Where's the other guy? There you are. In. In. Come on. Managed to get away with that somehow. That's all stealing stuff. Is that it? All that and there's not even anything in here? Here's something. It sounded like it. Is this on? Or is that supposed to be on? No, either way, it's not on. So that's not going to help me in any real way, is it? Never mind. Alright. So we've got a whole bunch of things just popping off now in terms of quests. We also have the woman over here who I need to speak to about the smuggling thing. No.
Don't think I know you. What do you want?
I like boneless bratwurst.
Yep, that sure is the passphrase, even if it is dumb as hell. What's Dash's plan?
You're marked for item retrieval. Tell me what you know and where I'm going.
You're looking for cargo from our ship, the Rat King. Small package, wrapped in brown paper. It got moved to the shipping yard, but I'm not completely sure where.
Okay, if you're not sure where it is, how am I supposed to find it?
I'm sure some sluggite knows how to find it, or has it listed in a terminal. All else fails, you could just case the joint. Might end up with some extra loot for your troubles.
Alright, fair enough. Thanks for that. Straight over to Vico. Like west. I've got so many people. I should probably confirm his alibi before I do anything. Do anything else? Anything on this? Nope. Oh, coming through. Nope, nothing much in there. Nope. Buy a bunk.
Hey, pal. Over here. Hey there. You looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time? Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer or Adreno? Something with a little more kick?
Better than beer?
Bold claim, I know. But I wouldn't lie to you, friend. The name's Auric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals, natural substances and the like. You know, alternative stuff. I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Anti-Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe.
No. Really?
Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what ails you, I got what you need.
Well, what kind of alternatives do you have exactly?
What do I sell? I've got premium shit, my friend. Vitamins like you wouldn't believe. Calcium, vitamin D, reverse vitamin D. I got everything, my friend. You got stress problems? I got stress solutions. Aromatherapy eases the mind. Diluted mantisaur essence, best kept secret in the business. And if you're a real freak, techniques to calm yourself by fooling your own mind. If they can tame the rage of a certain well-known tossball star, they can help anybody.
Actually, I'd like to ask you some questions about Holcomb.
Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff.
We're a freelance inspector brought in to investigate the death of Halcyon Helen.
I'll be honest, I don't really know where that puts us.
Look, I'm not here to bring any trouble. I just want to talk.
All right, fine. Yeah, I know Birdie. So what?
Heard you taught Birdie some breathing techniques.
Yeah, that was me. Birdie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it.
How do you know him?
He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantisaur essence here, a little vitamin B negative there.
He's got a substance problem?
Nah. What Birdie's got is a stress problem. He's stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. Then you throw in playing tossball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to a body. It does things to the head.
Well, that's not entirely inaccurate.
Come on. Birdie's a damn good hacker, but taking that many blows to the noggin would scramble anyone's upstairs business. I know it's knocked a few of his memories loose. I worry about him, that's all. He's a good kid. Got a good heart.
Was he with you the night Halcyon Helen died?
Yeah. Damn shame about that. Birdie thought the world of Helen, you know. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. I'd never seen him like that before. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep.
Makes sense. Alright, that's all for now. Well, that confirms that. So, yeah, the two probably were together. Be surprised if it wasn't. Alright, let's check these places out. Could be something in here that could be useful, perhaps. Possibly. Who knows? I'm assuming I can just, like, buy them or something? Rent unit? Nah, why would I want to do that? Good enough. And, ooh, not that. That could come in handy later. Yoink. Stealthy. Alright. I was hoping I'd find some big secret in there. Alright, what else we got? Check that, checked all that. Put in there. Guess we got these 3 rooms. Security, huh? Wait for docking procedure to finish. Including ship's captain, wiring the docking fee. Greet the captain of the dock ship and request the docking fee. If repeat visitor, charge double the docking fee. Will not be contacted in advance. Retrieve cargo manifest. If captain complains for any reason, call Slug Fixers. Offer cargo insurance. That's a big scam they're running there. Makes sense. Nope, all owned stuff. Nothing much there then, I guess. Ooh, hello, Benton Chan. You've got a name. Talk to me.
You one of the new workers? A lost tourist? Wait, I don't care. Just don't knock anything over.
Package I'm looking for came from the Rat King. You know where it is. Could that get me in trouble if I asked that?
Sure do. Why are you interested in it? You authorized? Not that I care, but something untoward happens, it'll be my ass on the line.
Sure, I'm authorized. Yeah, that's easy.
Oh yeah, I love that guy. You're square. Don't know if anyone will care about whatever's in this going missing, but I sure don't.
Couple of quick
if it
questions.
meant I could ignore my work, I'd let you talk to me about sprat reproductive practices. Ask away.
Actually, nothing
Figured it.
much there. Alright. Well, that got me that, so that's good. That's all owned. Lock popped. Alright, manifest Rat King. Ah, so I could just found that there then, huh? Nanner Spanker? Uh-huh. Interesting sublight. Huh. So yeah, you could have either bribed him, you could have come in here and hacked this to get the information, or you could have just wandered into the restricted access section and found it that way. Oh, hey, look, you could have snuck in. Yum. Yeah, so there's the 3 ways you probably could have done that. All perfectly fine by the looks of it. Looks like there's a back way in here. I don't know where it would have been, obviously, but that's fine. And we're out. Alright, that went well. Okay, so I can take him his package back now. Which was this one? Oh, I gotta go back to her rather than talking to the guy. I figured I had to talk to the guy, but apparently not. But we can drop this one off at least. No.
You're back, I see. Hope the law hasn't caught on to what you're doing. Law meaning authorities, that is, not the forces running the universe.
Got the cargo. What's next?
No complications? Grand. The recipient is Joseph Dempsey. He runs the Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry.
On delivery coming up. Yeah, what did you do to get arrested anyway?
This is gonna sound a little stupid, but I got a thing about mechanicals. Don't like the way they move or the sounds they make. Gives me the creeps. I was drinking with Dash in the cantina when a funny-looking one trotted up beside us. Seemed like it was some kind of monster, so I started yelling, banging on it. Don't know what happened next, but I think it involved another mechanical. I passed right out then, and when I woke back up, I was here. Not the most graceful thing I've ever done.
Okay.
No.
Alright. On delivery coming up. Alright, so that'll probably be off. Oh no, he's right over there apparently. Hello.
Welcome back.
Got a shipment for you.
A shipment, you say? The only shipment I'm expecting is 100 pounds of salt tuna a week from now. And I certainly don't expect it to be brought by an inspector.
I like boneless bratwurst.
Is that supposed to be some kind of code phrase? It has no nuance, no subtlety. Sticks out like a bent nail. A constable could detect that from the other side of Eridanos. I learn about secret codes in my off time. For fun. It's never anything that I actually need to use, mind.
Of course. Drop the axe. You already know I'm here. You want to know what it is I bought. Yeah.
Playing dumb didn't dissuade you, huh? You're pretty sharp. And correct. Follow me to the back.
Sure. Ooh, gun.
Alright. So, as you can see, This actually ain't the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon.
No.
Welcome to my black market. Whatever you're here for, weapons, information, contraband, cane and ointment, I've got it. Sorry for the frosty reception. Had to make sure you weren't with the constable. But seeing how you're a freelancer, I hope I ain't got nothing to worry about.
You won't. I can be trusted.
Good. A worthy freelancer is hard to find. Since you're in the know, you can access my black market stocks. Though, you'll have to come by later. I'm waiting on my next shipment. Here's your pay. Good doing business with you, especially seeing how you didn't take this to the constable. Would have been a mighty pain in my tail end.
Makes sense. So have you still got all the same stuff as before? No, now you've got expanded stock. I like expanding stock. Expanding stock is good. Ooh. Unfortunately, it looks like it's all stealing stuff. So that's a shame. What's all this then? Oh. I thought that just went up to... Huh. So there was a back door in. Really? That's quite surprising that that would even be there, but okay, well, fair enough. Alright, well, guess drop this off with him, and that's presumably the quest done, so that's fine.
Hope the job's coming along well. No sign of the constable.
One package of question papers delivered and signed for.
Excellent. Let's divvy up the payment 3 ways and we can consider this matter settled.
Okay, 3 ways. I do the work and you sat around. Yeah, fine. I don't really need the money.
Thank the law. Should be just enough to get Cass out of her damn cell. I guess breaking even is better than leaving with your partner in the clink. You might not be Hawthorne, but you can sure resolve a problem like he could. Maybe better.
Alright. I'm still very curious about where that goes. If there's another secret way in on the side or something. Don't look like it. Ooh, vending machines. I don't really think I need to do this, but I can guarantee that if you don't spend a bit of time buying ammo, you'll be low on it right when you need it the most. Sublight freight storage, indeed. Alright, so what do we got? Really? I thought I already looked at it. Have I got to actually physically examine it? Did I not do that? There's always something, isn't there?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
Oh, really? Where's Parvati when I need her? Where's it transmitting to?
Transmission receiver location unclear. Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
Moo.
Poor woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range.
Any idea how long it's been here?
Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface. The area within a 0.5 meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles.
Not very dusty then, must have been placed fairly recently. The bug planted roughly a week before Helen's death.
That is highly likely, Inspector.
Interesting.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
Interesting. So it wasn't that I missed something on the gun, it was just something else going on. Anything around here, or nope, just a big empty space with stuff and a robot. It's always the bloody robots.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
Mm-hmm. You, how long's it been on the ground?
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
Any idea who could have put it there?
Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device.
Ah, well. Something, I guess. Huh. So someone was sat in here listening to... what's it? The audio coming in from the receiver. Interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. More free shit. Yoink. So it looks like this whole section around here is all just slug stuff. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Okay. A few restricted access areas. Makes sense, I guess. Alright, let's have a word with you. Oh, no, apparently this is actually an indoor place. Wasn't expecting that. Right, what do we got?
Hi there. Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector. Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in.
Oh, thank you. Useful. Should probably sell some things I don't need. I do have quite a lot. I get so much crap. So many of these things are redundant as well. It's the same items with just different branding on them, which I know is like part of the point.
So this is where Slug keeps all its contraband, right?
Apparently. Foreman up there, huh? Everything's owned. Boring. Just slug people, but nothing.
Is Fight Night still on then?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
You bet on a sprat named Dr. Billy? What's he a doctor of?
Victory.
The biology of this sprat is highly unusual.
It's very big.
This sprat has been in contact with multiple parasites, yet shows no symptoms of infection.
Huh. How does it survive infection?
Sprats possess highly adaptive immune systems, capable of developing immunological memory with extraordinary speed. The unique immunological subsystem found in sprats is advantageous in fending off parasites, pathogens, and other biological threats.
Why is it so big?
A cursory analysis of this organism's anatomy suggests it was bred deliberately for its unusually large size.
And why would anybody want that?
Based on slug records of board-issued punitive sanctions against sublight salvage and shipping, this sprat is most likely intended for cage fighting.
Of course it is. Huh. Sprat of unusual size. Yes, there's been a lot of them around. Fair enough.
Slug certainly goes out of its way to make it seem like they're trying to hide their illicit activities. Quite the denial of reality.
Actually, I don't think they go far enough. Truth be told.
Hey there, little buddy.
Another sprat of unusual size.
Look at me. I'm a special little package, all wrapped up with clouds and whispers.
Fair enough. Guess we'll head up there and talk to whoever. Slug guard, slug guard. Yep. Ahoy.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect?
Let's just focus on the shipping. Yeah, stopping those cargo thefts.
Right, of course. Just tell me how I can help.
Alright. What have they been stealing?
That's the weird part. There's no pattern far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop?
Sounds like our perp's not fencing the stolen goods.
Yeah, probably not. No one's dumb enough to think Spacer's Choice Sabers are worth half a damn. Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder.
So what do you mean about there not being a pattern?
Well, I'm no inspector. If there is one, I'm sure you'll find it.
Who has access?
Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager, he told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo.
Whoop. Oh no. No. Don't go doing this yet. There we go. It decided to suddenly detect my controller for some reason. Problem with the automechanicals?
Could be. Those things will break if you so much as look at them funny. That's Benton's area, but don't bother asking him for help. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead.
Thanks for the heads up.
It won't bother him any if you have a look yourself, though. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined.
Any idea why someone would want to bug Cedric's office?
Maybe they're keen on cashing out and want to go as painfully as possible. I don't know. Boss Kincannon's office is where he holds most of his meetings with important folks like Miss Helen. Just about all negotiations happen in his office, too. Vendor pricing, major purchase orders, rentals for construction projects, you name it. Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Anything on there I should know about?
Oh no. I forgot to delete all of those incriminating messages I sent about which cargo to steal. Nah. I do have a list of cargo that's gone missing, though, if that helps any.
Well, it might. Alright. Ooh, hack. Alright, what we got? Pen, soda. I think we're missing cargo again. Just random shit. This time we lost 5 boxes of blue pens, a couple of purpleberry sodas. Got all those dead eye mark 2s in the other day, and one of them went missing. So we should be hard messed up with loading. I'll go to hell. Seems breakdown enough as it is. I'll be damned if I'm going to hold my cargo around myself. Okay. I guess must be a problem with the Automax. I'll swing by when I see malfunctioning. It's a little funny to see an Automac dance. And my fault they're so damn easy to hack. This is what's gone missing so far, at least everything I've noticed. 8 boxes of purpleberry punch, 16 pallets of cacao milk, 300 small portrait images, Woolrich S. And shipping instructions handled with care. 3 marks, 7 cranial protectors, 7 protective clothing with safety harnesses. There's a lot of weird stuff. That is very strange. Apparently there's a hacked mechanical I gotta go see. Why? What we got? Work out where it is. Hello.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
Define the standard defensive protocol.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Now, what's the new trigger?
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed. Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Okay.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
Yeah, lockpick 105. Can I look at your data logs?
Certainly. Access panel is now unlocked.
Mash all the buttons and hope you get something you want. Recently added data log?
Checking. Data log 17C. Alert. Failsafe protocol triggered.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen.
Initiated. Preparing to end user.
Wait, I have questions.
Understood. This unit is programmed to facilitate user queries. Kill mode. Pause. User termination to follow.
Of course. What's on the data log you just
The
ejected?
ejected data log contains instructions to move cargo shipment 6, 8, 7, 5 outside the boundaries of the shipping yard. It also contains instructions to move randomized cargo shipments outside the boundaries of the shipping yard at intervals of 1 to 4 days.
Shipment 6875.
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists.
Well, guess I owe you a fight.
Kill mode re-engaged.
Here they come. Subtle work. Gotcha, you're wounded.
This is gonna be a big problem. Oh shit! Did I die? I wasn't paying attention. Let's try that again. I was not paying attention. I was too busy shooting things. The thing is, I'm so used to killing things easily. I don't pay attention to when I'm dying. That's fine. I tell you what. It's gone 5 o'clock, so we'll take a pause and we'll try that again. I was not paying attention. I was somewhere else. I'll be honest with you. We'll try again when I get back after the break. See you in a minute, guys. And we're back. Alright, let's try this again, this time without being stupid. Oh, that's right, we gotta do this, haven't we?
Inspector,
Alright. Blah, blah, blah. Blah. Alright, actually, let's also... Drink. Actually, if we leave it out, just in case this goes horribly wrong. Okay, unfortunately I don't have enough lockpick for that. Don't know if I'd be able to either.
Certainly. Ejecting. Alert. Failsafe.
No, really? No.
Understood.
Okay.
Kill mode.
Incoming.
Sanitation and clean.
You guys are getting on alright without me.
Can we do that again?
Yep, sorry about that, guys. No, I don't want that. Go away. Well, that happened. What have we got? I haven't really solved it. Oh, never mind. Because I've still got to find out what was in the case and the crate and everything like that. But I guess that's not for me to say, I guess.
Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Solve your cargo skimming issue.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened?
You got a security problem.
What makes you say that?
The culprit is... Yeah, I don't have enough engineering to that. Culprit is using automechanicals to skim cargo.
Hacking the Automex. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
Culprit didn't want you to. It was a cover-up. Yeah, the theft was random except for a single shipment.
So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire and used the random theft as a smokescreen. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that slug would soon possess it.
Check your pocket. I've already put it in there. Basically saying, yeah, I found this.
Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Sure was. And whoever this device belonged to, that's our culprit.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
Huh. I get it. She died before she could deactivate the mech she hacked?
That, or she never intended it to stop. Impossible to know now. Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
Corporate sabotage, perhaps?
I can't begin to guess at her motive. If it was to spit in my face, she'd be pleased to know she succeeded. This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead, and that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
Well, technically we found you a motive.
Yes, I suppose we have. There is, however, a slight chronological incongruency to it. I now have a motive to kill Halcyon Helen, but Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
Well, maybe you did know, and this is all just a show for my benefit.
Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
I've heard that's very good stress relief, as long as you're not shooting them, you know, at people. Alright, so we've got to report that to the administrator. Got that. We've got to report that to the administrator. Interesting, okay. Both of those actually require me going back to the penthouse. But I'm going to have to leave this area first. Okay. I think we explored everything over here. We didn't check that place, but I don't think that's going to be important. Yeah, I think that's your lot. Alright. And out. Let's go to the penthouse. Alright, let's talk to him about this stuff then.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true.
Sadly, it is. She was murdered in her office.
Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you.
Whoever murdered her used the Needler.
The Needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf.
Was she important to you?
Maria devoted her entire life to our vision. She was absolutely committed to our company, to our project. I promised myself I'd reward her after we launched Spectrum Brown. I'd make sure she was comfortable for the rest of her life. She was also our voice of reason. She was sensible, and I appreciated her advice. I never got to tell her that.
Let's change the topic.
What can I do for you?
Managed to track down Black Hole Birdie.
I'm pleased to hear that. Birdie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Birdie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
Unfortunate and suspicious. It doesn't look good. Birdie's something of a character, but he's harmless. I feel bad for him.
Try not to feel too bad for him. Birdie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit.
True. Team was your bad influence on him, and it was the incident with the woolly cow. That's true. He lost his temper at the picnic, but I think he regrets it. His deal is about the only guy he can talk to.
I wasn't aware Birdie was involved in contraband. What kind of dealer are we talking about?
Card slew. I can tell you that I'm investigating murder, not contraband goods. That's true, I can't. Company doesn't take company effort, etc. He's been getting illegal supplements from dealer.
Of course, you're right. My apologies. Bertie's behavior is my problem to solve, not yours.
Mm-hmm.
Even if Bertie isn't responsible for Helen's murder, his conduct is vexing to me. He may require a lesson in consequences.
Probably.
Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Bertie killed Helen?
Been some charges. Well, let's see. Based on what he said, I'm guessing probably not. Because, you know, he pretty much did have the alibi. Looks likely I really don't.
I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
By the way, Bertie agreed to stay at the Grand Colonial.
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Bertie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. I'll make my report of your investigation into Bertie. Do you have anything else for me?
Looked into Cedric.
Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
I'm about to disappoint you. He's got an alibi. Cedric's the guy, didn't find much to build a case. Yeah, let's go with that.
That doesn't surprise me. Cedric practically stole his way to Eridanos. He'll do everything in his power to keep you off his trail. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death?
He was torturing a guy at the time of Helen's death. Can't really see past that. Making money from Cedric. Doubt he has a motive of killing me. Rumsfeld Light could have ordered the death without bloodying his hands. That's true. Again, he is very much business related.
No motive. That's disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident.
Sorry, he's alive and well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
Alright, I'll be back later. Looks like we can technically turn this in at any point, which is actually kind of surprising. Like, I wasn't expecting that. Still, we've got some positive. Wow, I've got almost like no positive reputation. It's like so tiny. 4%, and I just turned a bunch of stuff in. Oh, blow my neck. Okay, we've got a few other things to do. Let's see. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, let's just exit for now. Yeah, we'll stick it to them. Alright, what do we got? So in order to, yeah, we need to speak to Goodnight, who's actually in here apparently. Where are you? Oh, you're up there. Oh, of course, that's where your doctor's office was. I'd forgotten about that. Are you dead? Oh, good. No, you're still alive. That's something. Oh, hello. Yep, I think she's dead.
Inspector, not a moment too soon. I've just finished my autopsy report.
Let's hear it. You sound way too excited about this.
Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous and painless. I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic, but not enough to kill her. Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, you know, Spencer. But now I'm not so sure.
Someone was trying to poison them.
Oh, most certainly. Well, possibly they were trying to make her extremely uncomfortable, but I suppose killing her would also satisfy that criterion.
Sure it wasn't just the hotel food?
The thought occurred to me. I tested this hypothesis by vacating the contents of my stomach and testing for the presence of the same toxin. Slightly elevated levels of mercury and an alarming amount of blue food coloring. But other than that, no. I'm certain it wasn't, as you put it, just the hotel food.
When we were talking, you called her Ruth Bellamy, not Halcyon Helen.
Oh, how curious. I do believe you're right. I wonder if this has something to do with the autopsy process. She was Halcyon Helen up until the moment I brought her to the operating table. But as soon as I cut her open, I stopped thinking of her as Halcyon Helen. It's almost as if she stopped being an icon and became a human being.
Guess that makes sense.
I had a feeling you'd understand.
Constable Keene is dead, by the way.
What? Sorry, this mask. Sometimes I can't hear correctly. It almost sounded like you said Maria Keene was dead.
Murdered in her office, I'm afraid.
Maria's been killed. I don't understand. How? Who did this?
She was poisoned by potassium chloride.
Rather harmless on its own. Common ingredient in medicine, but it can have a lethal application. Potassium chloride, when delivered in a cocktail of neurotoxin and paralytic, leads to cardiac arrest. Oh, merciful law. I'm so sorry, Maria.
That's about as much as I know.
Maria and I were frequently at loggerheads. We disagreed on practically everything. It didn't help that I'm on Mr. Kincanon's payroll and Maria is a Rizzo's loyalist. Was a Rizzo's loyalist. Apologies, Inspector. I don't have the heart to continue talking at the moment. Thank you for your time.
Patient log on your terminal?
My apologies. I'm not in the mood to socialize.
Okay. Fine. Talk later, I guess. Right. So we need to get up to the VIP floor. I can talk to someone. Hello.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
Can you get me access to the VIP guest floor?
I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it.
The only guest you'd have a problem with there would be the murderer.
That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring to it. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please.
Thank you. I thought the penthouse was being clean for my stay, but it was a bit of a pigsty. That's true, but I probably shouldn't tell her that. Okay. VIP guest floor, please.
You see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
I've already seen him. Alright, so we got Slug Guards, Rizzo's Rangers. Spencer Woolrich is over there. Why does the map in some areas just take so long to load? Come on now. Right. So wait, these are supposed to be the... Oh no, wait, no. I've got the deluxe one, haven't I? Ooh, hello. Vending / ice run, okay. Ooh, Black Hole Birdie. Well, I've already spoken. Whoa, you drank a lot, didn't you? Okay, yep, you've definitely got a bit of a drinking problem. Okay, well, I'll leave you to it, because I've already spoken to you. Whose room is this? Not much in there. No idea whose room this could be. Just some random guest, probably. Alright, so nothing there. What else we got? Ooh, that's...
We're all seeing that woolly cow, right?
Oh, yeah.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum.
Something worrying discoloration in its eyes.
An accurate observation, Inspector. This woolly cow is suffering from symptoms consistent with a hangover. A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club.
Black old birdie here, presumably?
Insufficient data. A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
-1. Specifically -1. That seems very specific. Boy, did they make a mess. Hello.
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Rangers 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you?
Let's see. Let's start there, I guess.
Oh, you must be that inspector people have been talking about. It's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me and the rest of the Rangers. Birdie's taking it pretty hard. Miss Helen was the love of his life. So, what did you want to know?
Where were you?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but me and a couple of the other Rangers spent the night in Constable Keen's cells down at the spaceport. We didn't do anything serious, just a bit of pranks and vandalism. It's what usually happens when we all get to drinking. Guess Constable Keen saw things a bit differently and had us hauled off.
Was Birdie in jail with the rest of you?
No, we lost him somewhere along the way. Or maybe he managed to get away? I can't rightly remember. But he was definitely not sharing a cell with us. That much I know. Oh, Birdie was mad about Helen. He was certifiable. The big galoot loved Helen about as much as he loved the game. Trouble is, Birdie was not blessed with an abundance of temper. Helen kept Birdie steady. If he lost his temper around her, it'd be because something broke between the two of them.
You think he could have done it?
What? Law, no. Birdie's got a fierce temper, but there's no way he'd ever have laid a finger on Miss Helen. Miss Helen was outspoken. She made her share of enemies on account of her expressing herself. Just between you and me, I heard rumors the Prophet never much cared for Helen's brand of blunt honesty.
Yes, I've heard that too.
What can I do for you?
Alright.
We sort of borrowed her from the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve while we were drunk. I have no idea how we managed to sneak her in here without being spotted.
It's a very good question.
Don't worry, we'll return her safe and sound. Mostly sound. Hungover is still sound, right?
Alright. Don't think I need to talk to you all that much. So everybody was in there -1, huh? Interesting. Damn it, I need a couple more lockpick points. Do I even want to know?
Initiating enter protocol. Now simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor. Burbage 3001 is trained to recognize all board-approved actors. Greetings, fellow star. Your performance in Maverick Johnston's latest drama was memorable.
Oh yeah, I did do that, didn't I? Oh wow, that goes all the way back. That was like right at the end of the game. That was. I see you've had some work done. Who upgraded you?
Burbage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded to adhere to board-certified standards. The most recent upgrade was performed by Spencer Woolrich. Banter protocol exhausted, reverting to default behavior, grieving and despair. Oh, Halcyon Helen, may your atoms be commended to the Aether.
You knew Helen?
Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Helen's monopoly over the Aetherwave serial market. This unit's programming is based on Helen's most famous roles. Burbage 3001. Anything Halcyon Helen can do, this unit can do slightly worse.
Right. Does that include dying?
This unit has been programmed to simulate existential dread. Watch Burbage 3001 contemplate its mortality in the critically acclaimed drama, Waiting for Results. This unit has not yet completed its grief cycles, randomizing despair tables. Oh, Helen, is there no justice in the world?
Alright. I doubt the robot did it. Ooh, that's not owned. That's good. Oh, I like how they've all got like just like binary numbers on all of them, because yeah, that makes sense. Damn it, do I have anything that can up my lockpicking by just a couple of points? Let's see, tech skills. Is it a tech skill? Is lockpicking a tech skill? No, it's a stealth skill. Damn it. Knock, knock.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready? You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology.
I'm getting embarrassed by proxy. You want to talk like a human being? You'll never take over Halcyon, you fiend. Wow, how'd you know? Should we play along?
How does the scenery taste? Good, I trust. Wait a moment. You're not wearing a bellhop's ID, which must mean you're not Owen's understudy.
Correct.
That man can't even be relied upon to find his own replacement. Oh, no, this is curious indeed. Who are you? How did you get in here?
I'm investigating the murder of Halcyon Helen.
You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money than time. That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man. But, of course, I'm certain you already recognized it. Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something a little more personal? Undergarment signatures are popular of late, or so I've heard.
I'm not here for an autograph. I'm here to ask you questions.
Do you mean to say you're not a fan? Well, then how did you get in here? The only staffer cleared for guest room entry is the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Oh! Hello.
Yes. Fold your arms. Hello.
Hi. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me, back when I starred in the Marauder's Bane. The absolute picture of justice. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
Yes, I learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
Spoke to Burbage. He told me you upgraded him?
I did indeed. With Halcyon Helen parading her fame about, I was left without an acting partner. Burbage is no exception. His acting protocols were nothing short of a joke. So I decided to make some modifications, installing him with some of my old serial quotes as, I think, improved his range. The way he bungled about with that weapon of his hardly befitted a dissident, so I modified it as well. He's much quicker on the draw now, though he's still a machine. I'm quite used.
Alright, let me ask you about the murder.
Certainly. But one quick question before we begin, if I may. How was it that Bellamy met her end?
That's a little difficult to answer.
Oh yes, I'm sure you must be overcome with emotion. Whatever the case, I hope she didn't suffer.
Where were you?
I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character.
Anybody who can corroborate that? Meditating, really?
All actors have their methods, and this has been mine ever since I met that wonderful prophet of profitability. She taught me it for my role in The Unemployed Cometh. I had to lie face down on artificially heated pavement. The director wanted our suffering to be convincing. Needless to say, being able to leave my body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the 8-hour shoot and with the second-degree burns afterwards. I owe that woman much.
Been working with her long?
Yeah, actually, only since I've been at the Colonial. The Unemployed Cometh was shot on site. That makes it, a few weeks. I cannot recommend her services enough. If you haven't been to see her yet, you really should.
She's on my list.
Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay.
I'll answer whatever you wish.
So he has no direct alibi.
Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way, unless you count the uncredited silent shopkeep on Melissa's Meteoroids.
Has not been too flattering with a younger actress. Do you consider yourself a friend of hers? Why did you keep starring alongside her?
I'm not too proud to admit it. I couldn't get work on my own. Whether or not I wanted to accept it, Bellamy had captured the eye of the colony. People kept talking about the charisma we had on screen, but I felt more chemistry with certain teacup canids than with her. As you may have been able to conclude, I wasn't terribly enamored with Bellamy, but that doesn't mean I'd kill her.
Speaking theoretically, how would you have killed her?
Oh, come now, Inspector. What do you take me for? I'm an old man. I neither have the time nor the willpower to kill people for fun. Besides, I have my reputation to think of.
Okay.
I suppose that is enough on that grim subject.
I hear you were poisoned?
Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignifying. While I've certainly had no shortage of inadequate hotel meals, this was most explicitly pronounced. I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but Chef Anwar? Oh, we've clashed almost non-stop about his slop preparation. He must have tainted my meal in retaliation.
Can you think of anyone other than the chef?
None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally, and with the minimum level of respect that they deserve.
Yeah, so if I asked you to draw up a list of enemies, you'd narrow it down to about 10,000, huh? Why didn't you go to the clinic?
Is that a jibe? Could you imagine the tabloid headlines? Spencer Woolrich, Aetherwave star, spotted in gastronomic distress. Oh, unseemly hardly describes the half of it.
What did the coroner? Helen was also poisoned.
How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me. I can only thank my ironclad constitution that I'm standing here before you.
Helen wasn't killed by the poison.
Oh, that's very good to know. Perhaps the poisoner simply meant to incapacitate us both, disrupt the product launch. I couldn't say, Inspector. I'm merely an actor.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Very well,
then. Alright, I think that's enough. Because if I say who are you exactly, he'll get pissed. Ooh, can I have a look at this? Alright, what you got? When I first arrived at Grand Colonia for the unveiling, was led to a small sitting room, kind that the individual might be allowed to relax in with moderate comfort before being led to his actual quarters. A week and a half, yet no one has arrived to deliver me to my actual room yet. Meant to be my room. Yeah, because Bruce Bellamy, of course, got the penthouse suite. He didn't, and he was very pissed at that. We already know that. Continuing place at VIP guest level, Grand Colonia. Afraid there's no mistake with Bellamy as current spokesman Spectrum Brown. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, so nothing serious then. Something in particular that I heard a fizzing sound.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Discrepancy detected. This bottle, recently discarded, contains residue from foreign substances. Chemical analysis complete. This unit has detected the following substances: oil, terrorray, blood, terrorray, unidentifiable biological fluids, terrorray.
Were they added later?
Yes, Inspector. Logical analysis indicates these substances were not present in the bottle's original contents.
Toxic?
These substances cause extreme gastrointestinal distress in humans. Large doses can be fatal. This bottle contained Rizzo Spectrum vodka. The presence of terrorray biological fluids may have significantly improved its flavor.
Huh. Hold that thought.
You're here. I hope ask me anything at...
Alright.
Go! But I...
No, nothing there.
Oh?
Found a bottle of tainted liqueur. Might have had something to do with your poisoning.
That, yes. Yes. I distinctly recall ordering an alcoholic beverage with my meal. This hotel is certainly bringing a new meaning to the phrase rotgut. Management shall receive the complaint to end all complaints.
That's interesting. So, did he share a drink? Okay, oh, wrong one. Let's see, do we have anything to increase? Let's see, would be... Oh, for goodness sake, stop doing that. Do we have anything to increase? Let's see, we want to increase lockpick by 2 points. So to do that, we need to up either perception, what is it, perception or dexterity. So body or mind we need to up. So looking at that, body attributes +1. That's for a minute. Let's take that.
Nicely done.
Quite. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this off. He's kind of looking at me. Nope, we got it. Sweet. Sneak my way into here. Don't know if there'll be anything worth looking at, but hey, I'm here now. It's not owned, it's mine. Always sell it. Armor parts, weapon parts. Ooh, hat. Yoink. Alright, anything else? No, it's already worn off. Tits. That doesn't matter, there's not a lot in there. Bit of money, but nothing serious. Well, okay then. Alright, well, let's go talk to the chef. Lobby, please. Right, where's that chef? He was over... Yes, this way. Hello. You're going to talk, and you're going to like it this time.
Yes? Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to wait. Oh, don't give me that look. Let me see if I can pencil you in for later. Actually, what am I saying? I can't do that. I'm booked for the next month. You'll have to make a reservation.
What are you talking about food? Don't you care about the crime that just occurred? No smokes back. What about buffalo glazed candied flake steak? Yeah, let's just go with that.
You're the inspector? Here? Why? I mean, you may ask me whatever you want. I have nothing to hide.
Subtle. Okay, did you prepare all of her meals?
Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest.
No one else is involved?
Well, yes, I'm positive. Why?
Because if Helen was poisoned and no one else touched the meals, it means you poisoned her.
Oh my law, this is the end, isn't it? My mother always warned me that the culinary world was too dangerous, but I didn't heed her warnings. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients.
Why are you being so evasive about leaving Helen's food unattended?
Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry about it?
If you tell me the truth, I might be inclined to believe the rest of what you say. So if Helen's food combinations turn to acid when unsupervised, do they?
What? Truly? That's an alarming business oversight. Instead of volatile chemicals, the corporations should put barbiturates in everything. Everyone likes barbiturates.
Do they?
But I don't believe that was a risk with Helen's meal. I was, up to something else. I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreational drinking, and consequently, I may have been somewhat less than coherent after preparing Helen's meal. I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything. Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, you can figure out what truly happened with Helen's meal.
Excuse me. Yeah, she's dead, and I'm pretty sure that thing was destroyed, wasn't it?
Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather... particular. Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands. It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself. Otherwise, who knows how long you'll have to wait. Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He seems to enjoy complaining in person. While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though don't tell him I said as much. If you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich can most likely be found in his suite on the VIP guest floor. He's usually there if he's not poking around here. Thank you for your understanding, Inspector. I'm sure you'll find the true culprit before long.
Interesting. Okay, so he left the meal unattended for a very brief period and then ended up potentially... Right, yeah, that's outside, isn't it? Alright, so... This one's been going on for a while. Because, like, this all started with me... Yeah, because we found out about her being poisoned. Speak with Bellhop Owens or retrieve the security footage. Constable's office at the docks. That's probably gone by now, knowing my luck. Especially seeing as I'm pretty sure she's the one who's dead. That's probably why she's dead. Alright, what have we got? That's Owens down there. And the constabulary, yeah, he's all the way over there. Thought so. I mean, we still got two areas I haven't even been in yet. Oh yeah, I do need to go over there at some point too. Well, we know for a fact that I need to refresh my memory on this because I'm pretty sure it's kind of weird that we can't just warp straight in there. Okay. They're dead, unfortunately. Search for kitchen footage. Oh, apparently I've gained kitchen footage. That was remarkably easy. So presumably it's in key items somewhere. The kitchen footage of the Grand Collection Hotel shows chef working on dishes. Inspector Woolrich and Bellhop Owens enter. Owens hands something to Spencer, then leaves. Spencer then appears to say things to the chef, who turns away, walks off screen. Spencer quickly notices something with Helen's food and exits. Ooh dear, that's not looking good for him, is it? Okay. Like all these have got, because I do. Might as well. So many key items. That's very much not looking good for him. I mean, it implies that he was the one who poisoned her, but he wasn't the one who blasted her. Is this going to be a thing where, like, everybody tried to kill her in one way or another? Like a, what's the name of that movie? Murder on the Orient Express, where there's like more than two killers. I think there was an episode of Castle that used a similar idea as well. Okay. So, in order to track down the two people, there was one person over there. One of the other ones also wanted me to go over there. Yeah, which I presumably can now. But there's one area I haven't checked yet. And I want to look at it before I go wandering off into the big area. Oh god, hello guys. Oh, hi. Where the fuck did you come from? And you.
That's the last of him!
Okay. Because I'm not going to try to guess who's responsible for what until after I've visited every single part and done every single quest. Because I really want to try to work this out properly. So this is the actual Spectrum factory by the looks of it. Interesting. Ahoy. Where's those Rangers? I mean, it's very pretty. Alright, what do we got? Pretty small island, all things considered. So many of these telescopes everywhere.
Wow, they actually got an endless fountain of purpleberry.
Yeah, so we can actually, you know, see any of the stuff falling out of it. Alright, hotel guest, hotel guest, hotel guest. No one of any importance. You know if they're important because they have a name. Well, now that's interesting. Some sort of back entrance. That's very curious. Why would a place like this need a back entrance? Curious. I'm sure there's bound to be some sort of quest or something over here that I can engage with. There always is. I mean, I should have just upped it by a couple more points. I don't have any left, unfortunately. Dog. Ooh. Hey guys. That's Seal, huh? Corporate technician. I mean, I will say that is very colourful. I'm assuming those are all the different colours of Spectrum. Makes sense, because they got them in all the colours of the rainbow, and now they're just adding brown to the mix, because... Fuck it, why not?
Like one of my more colourful hangovers.
Yeah. The distillation section, huh? Interesting. There's a lot to explore around here. And that just leads me back over to that place. Fair enough. Oh, crap. This is what I get for not paying attention, I suppose. Whoop. Oh, come on, you can do that. Or not. Oh, okay, that hurt. Crack. No! For goodness sake. Keeps trying to sell me these things, I don't want them. Anyway, it's gone 6 o'clock, so we're gonna have to take a break. But we shall explore, I'm assuming anyway, we can actually enter the distillery when I get back. I mean, it's very, very pretty and very, very colourful. You quite like that. That's very nice. Anyway, yeah. So we'll explore this place, check it out, see what's what. And then we'll head over to what is honestly like the largest chunk of rock in this place. Huge wildlife preserve kind of area. So that'll be interesting to see. We've got to do that one. So we've got a few more quests. I don't know how much longer there is left in this DLC. Maybe I'll get one more session out of it. Maybe I'll get 2 more sessions out of it. But I don't think there's going to be a lot left, seeing on the fact that, you know, I've more or less explored everywhere. It'll be interesting to see, like, if the worm thing is something that I could actually, like, reveal, if there's a point to that, or if... I don't know. It's weird, because they've given me the option to point the finger at somebody now, even though I've clearly got areas unexplored, and I've clearly not, you know, got quests I haven't finished yet. So it's giving me the option to pretty much end this whatever way I want. So it's interesting to see, like, I guess the more I find out, the more, I guess, towards a truthful, like, thing I can find. I don't know, but it's a very interesting way to set the whole DLC up. It's not just the game guiding me towards the right answer. I am actually having to gather evidence and work this shit out, which I'm glad about, because if they're going to make you a detective, you want to be able to work this shit out for yourself. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see ya. Take care out there, everybody. Bye-bye.